we need to not be too women, not to be too feminine, because when you're working with your own team, when you forget to present yourself as either a leader or representing that seat that you're standing or sitting on, you forget you're busy as in showing that you're a woman. I think you can't eat your cake and have it. I always used to tell women, you can't say you want to be treated as a woman, given all the privileges, showing all the whatsoever behavior, and still expect to be treated as that woman. No. You have to stand there with all your strength, with all it takes, do things. I know a woman can never be equal to a man, but do things the way things should be done, without prejudice, without you feeling like you're above the men there. Because as a woman, I always believe, even men that are in positions that I'm older than sometimes, I used to give them that respect because they are men and they are taking care of women in their homes like me. So this respect should be, as it shouldn't be neglected. And if we find ourselves in leadership positions, we should try and empower younger generation to dream along, tell them how to do it so that they will not make the mistakes we made while coming up. I don't see anything anything difficult in trying to just be who you are as a woman. Let's take the case we're having now in the Senate. You know, sometimes if we try to overstep, if we try to do it all, or we try to show we're very, very important, whether we like it or not, as women, we have our own limitations. So whatever it is, the privileges are coming, we want to take the privileges as women, and at the same time, we want to say we're more than the men. Even if it is not a kind of gender, should I say division or whatsoever, if you're in a place and the numbers are more than you have to play with a lot of tactics, with a lot of respect, with a lot of consideration. So I always used to tell men, never ever step beyond or chew what you cannot swallow. It's a very, very simple thing. I know a lot of men don't want to hear this. I wrote a lot of things about this Natasha's issue, but we are very, very sentimental. We're carried away by emotions because this is an issue of a seat and it's now turned into something. So we cannot just be friends or over-friendly with men and expect ourselves to be treated differently. So when you want to be a leader as a woman, you have to stand within your own limit, never ever to match a toe that you're not supposed to match.
Well, I know that this debate is still out there, but for that second prayer, which says, well, if she apologizes, then the sentence in that sense can be reduced. Would you advise her to toe that path, or just continue in the path that she's been on?
Well, I believe in justice. Let there be justice, whatever it is, whatever it's not. Let it be treated with utmost justice. Let as in women, be treated right wherever they are. But I'm very, very sorry to say this to a lot of women. When you present yourself well, I've worked with a lot of men, nationally, internationally, men of a lot of different caliber. But when I hear women say, I'm sexually harassed, there is a lot of definition to that, or we need to redefine what it is, what a woman says, she's sexually harassed. And we have seen it in a lot of places in the world, not only in Nigeria, whereby women took advantage of them being women and raised such kind of accusations for other personal interests. We are supposed to talk to prevent or protect the dignity of other women. This, I feel, will raise a lot of questions. If at all a lady that's sitting in the Senate, being in that position, is now crying of being sexually harassed by a man. I know a lot of men that are allowing their women to come into the political game will be a little bit scared, because it's like, if at all people of such kind of positions are not protected, now a lot of fingers will be raised to women like us, that wherever we find ourselves, it's not about merit.
Right.
It's not about our hard work, it will feel like we got there through the window. And I'm telling you, I know a lot of women that I respect politically, that they do their things, they work diligently, they are very, very devoted to this journey, and they don't come through the window. They do it right. So sometimes we just don't do it right. That's why we end up where we are. So that's just, it can be a little bit hurtful to women, but this is just the reality. You have to present yourself well for you to be respected well.
Are you saying that you've never been sexually harassed by men in this world of politics?
I've never had this throughout my journey. I've never. Let me even shock you. Not even sexually harassed. I've never been faced with a man throughout my political journey telling me he has interest in me, because I always present myself as a mom. That's just the reality.
Political activist, vice presidential candidate of the Young Progressives Party, YPP, in 2019 election, and CEO of Aquame Integrated Solutions, Umar Getso, thank you so much for your time. And once again, happy International Women's Day and month to you and other women out there.
Thank you very much for having me.
Well, it's a whole lineup of amazing women on this show this